everyone, it's Marina, the Eco Goddess. Welcome to my YouTube channel, or welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm stoked that you decided to join me for today's video. We're going to be talking about zero waste swaps, swappity swaps that I personally embrace in my lifestyle and that I feel excited to share with you because they've certainly helped me in terms of getting to that low waste place, to a place where my zero waste badassery skills are on point, if you know what I'm saying. Wow, I'm not sure if you would believe this. I wish I could turn around the camera. There is literally a floating plastic balloon in the sky. How perfect. Perfect timing. If you are to embark on this journey, don't focus on perfection because that will just make you feel like poo-poo. I speak from experience in this. I used to be a lot more extreme with this lifestyle, and honestly, I don't look back and regret any of it. I did a trash jar. In fact, I actually still do track my trash, but I am much more balanced now. Balance is the word that I would choose. I don't believe we live in a world that supports this zero waste lifestyle concept yet. That's why I've actually been saying low waste more. So you'll hear me say low waste and zero waste in this video. They kind of, for me, mean the same thing, but I just want to say there is no such thing as zero waste. You just have to aim to do your best to educate yourself and to embrace the tools, embrace the change, have patience with yourself, and take those baby steps to reach your goal. Now, before we get too into the video, I'd like to give a special shout out to today's sponsor, Buns. Yes, I'm super stoked to be teaming up with them again because Buns is one of my favorite apps on earth. If you haven't heard of them before, they've created a platform that allows you to trade with people in your local community. So say you're looking for a house plant and you have something in your house that you would like to trade in exchange for it, they give you a platform to do so. And the thing that I really love about Buns is that there's no money involved, so it is 100% free to join. And as you start trading like a pro, you can actually rack up these points called bits. That's their own currency. And you can then use these bits at local cafes and shops. So I will leave a link down below. I encourage you guys to download the app and follow me on it. I'm at Eco Goddess, and I'd love to see what things you guys score. So without further ado, let's get into swap number 1. The reusable water bottle. This one is pretty obvious, I think, by now. I think a lot of people have reusable water bottles, but if you don't, what are you doing? I wanted to start with the reusable water bottle because I think this is probably the first thing that I got that was zero waste that I felt like, oh my gosh, I feel like such a badass right now carrying around this water bottle. And that is the truth, it is badass. Bring this when you travel, bring this wherever you go. Chances are you will probably be able to find refill stations, and there's no need for plastic water bottles. There's just a long conversation about why plastic water bottles stink. There's the health reasons, there's the environmental reasons, there's the exploitation of water and indigenous people. There's a lot of reasons why you should just say heck to the nah to plastic water bottles and the easy and sexy alternative. I have made a video on the safety razor, why I love it so much and how to use it. This is the one that I have. It basically comes and then you buy the blades and you stick them in, and then you fold it up like that and you do your thing. This little friend will not only save you money, but it will also of course save the planet because you're not going to be giving into that disposable single-use plastic culture. I'll leave the video below on how to use it, and I'll also leave the blog post on how much money you could actually save. I did all the calculations out and it's on my blog. Swap number 3, and I'm just gonna say swap number 4 too, is a bamboo toothbrush that you can compost and floss that you can compost. I will leave a brand below that is vegan and that you can compost. This is my bamboo toothbrush. It's done by Brush with Bamboo, and they are the leaders of the bamboo toothbrush. They've been in the game for a very long time, and they're working on 100% compostable bristles. Right now, there actually are no bamboo toothbrushes out there that have 100% compostable bristles, so they are plant-based still, but there's a little bit of petroleum in them. But this is the best option out there, Brush with Bamboo, and gotta love that organic bamboo scent. Swap number 5 is the reusable stainless steel tongue scraper. I use it every single day, a few times a day, and I used to use this one that was plastic a very long time ago. It was like on the other end of my toothbrush, and of course plastic, you'll eventually have to throw it away. With this, no need, you don't have to throw it away. You can just reuse it for the rest of your life, which is awesome. Swap number 6, produce bags. I absolutely love produce bags. I use them every time that I go bulk grocery shopping, and I've actually even used them now for things like a sandwich from the store. If I am to go get a sandwich from the store, I'll just give them my produce bag if I don't have my napkin, and it's a really easy way to reduce those single-use plastics. So produce bags can be used for a lot of different things, and you'll see that as we go through all of the various swaps. Don't feel as though, you know, this is just can be used for one thing. For the most part, you can utilize these swaps in a lot of different ways. So get innovative, get creative, and have fun. A lot of people have probably adopted these by now. Oh, shameless self-promo. Yes, we do have tote bags at Zero Waste Kit, but you can really find tote bags anywhere. I'm pretty sure you've probably already been gifted tote bags at this point from different companies or events that you've gone to. People are just giving these things away like babies. Bring these to the store with you and you'll never have to use plastic bags or even paper bags again. Food storage containers, and these are just a few of the food storage containers that I have. I love these things. These were a gift from my mom. Bless her heart and soul. I use them for most everything when I'm storing food. If you have a bunch of plastic Tupperware right now and you're like, oh man, but Marina, she had glass. It's okay. Use them as long as you can. Don't feel like you have to go out and buy new things. In fact, less is more. Less is more. And this is another example of a container that I absolutely love. It's double insulated. It's by Clean Canteen, and I use this if I'm packing a hot oatmeal to go or even a cold thing like a cold yogurt. It will actually hold the heat or cold, and so I really like that. That's one of my favorite containers. The next swap is the shampoo bar and the conditioner bar, and this is something that has been a game changer in my life, especially when I'm traveling, because I only like to bring carry-on. I never like to check in bags, and in the past I'd have to check in a bag if I had liquids because it would go over the liquid amount, but no need with this little guy. And there's a really great company. I've been following them for a really long time. They're called Chagrin Valley Soap and Salt. I'll leave a link to them below, and they have a cool feature on their website where you can actually put in all of the different dimensions to your hair and what kind of hair you have, if it's curly or if it runs oily, and then you can pick a soap bar that kind of goes along with your hair. So that's a really great option if you're worried about the shampoo bar kind of messing up your hair or making it look a little bit funky. I buy deodorant, and I have a recipe for this on my website, but this is just an example. Smells oh so good, and it's really easy. Instead of, you know, loading up your armpits with synthetic fragrances and toxins and endocrine disruptors, you can just make your own. It will definitely save you money because you'll get more bang for the buck, and you'll be saving the planet because you won't be buying single-use plastics. Most deodorant packaging is single-use. Unfortunately, you can't really recycle it, and even if it says recycle, you'll have to clean it out, and sometimes it's hard to get all the gunk out of there. So when in doubt, just DIY and make your own. Upcycle old jars and containers. Now, I know your Instagram will probably tell you the opposite of this. They will show you beautiful pantries with all the mason jar galore, and it will look amazing. I definitely have some pantry envy when I see photos like that, but it's not the most sustainable way of portraying the lifestyle, I believe. If you look at my pantry, you'll see containers like this. Containers that I have upcycled and reused over and over again. Try to upcycle as much as you can and reuse as much as you can. This is the most sustainable option for you, and your pantry will look all the more colorful for it. Reusable menstrual cup. I love this thing. This has been a huge game changer in my life. I was kind of a little bit scared to use it at first. I didn't know if it would work, and I've actually used a few different menstrual cups. So I've used the Diva cup. I didn't like that one. It didn't really work well for my body, and then I switched to the Organic cup. This is a really great one. I actually did a giveaway with them a little bit ago, and I have been a fan ever since. If you don't like the idea of a cup going in your vajayjay, consider this. These are period panties. These were a gift from Thinks, and they're really great. I've used them for my menstrual cycle, and they worked really well. I guess they even have a leotard now, which is really cool. So definitely consider that. You can also DIY your own period pad, and I was thinking of doing a DIY video on this and showing you how to make your own period pad or period panty liner. So let me know down below in the comments if that is a video you'd like to see. You've probably seen my DIY toothpaste recipe on my YouTube channel. I absolutely love this. It has one of my favorite ingredients and substances on earth, which is bentonite clay. This is a amazingly powerful substance in terms of absorbing toxins and stains and even metals from your mouth. I've gotten a few questions on it about it clogging up your sink. Just keep running hot water when you spit it out, and if you do have really old drainage systems and pipes, consider spitting it in a cup and then putting it outside. This is my hairbrush. I love it very much. I used to have a plastic one, and then I lost it somewhere along the way, so I did feel like it was okay and it was time to get a new hairbrush. But if you do have a plastic hairbrush right now, definitely don't go and throw that away and go and buy, you know, the sexy sustainable one. Use what you have already. I'll say this many times during the video. I'm a very strong believer in just using what you have. I actually wrote an article on the zerowastekit.org blog on the benefits of using a bamboo hairbrush for your hair and how it evenly distributes the oil and all that jazz. So I'll leave that link below if you'd like to check it out. Paper towels. There is no need for paper towels that you just use once and throw away. I personally like to use old rags. This is an old shirt. I was thinking of making some really cute paper towels and actually like measuring it out and cutting it and maybe doing a DIY video on that. So if you guys would like to see that, let me know down below. But in the meantime, this is just in all transparency what I use. It's like, I would say, the lazy way of doing it, of just taking old shirts and old towels and things like that. The next zero waste swap is more of a concept, and it is borrowing. Instead of going out and buying something new, I can't tell you how this kind of concept has changed my life. I've borrowed cameras, I've borrowed clothes and shirts, I've even borrowed books and things like that, and this has saved me money. It's saved me time from going out and having to buy it, and so long as you take really good care of the items and you're a good homie to your friends who you're borrowing from or whoever you're borrowing from, you'll be able to do it again, and it's a really great way to also save the planet because you're not putting any demand on new materials being made. The next zero waste swap, and have you guys noticed how I've been saying the next because I've completely lost count? Yeah. Good times. The next zero waste swap is the French press. This is a glass reusable one. I personally don't make coffee, but pretty much everyone in the house that I live with make it. And how it goes is you put the coffee ground, oh gosh, it is leaking. I just washed it. You put the coffee grounds in there, then you put hot water, and then I think you wait like a few minutes, and then you push it down, and voila, you have the coffee. Go and buy your coffee grounds in bulk. You can likely find them at your grocery store. Bring your own produce bag, crush up some coffee, and bring it home. You might be thinking when I say that of the cute little, you know, ball, the metal ball tea strainer thing. That's great. I have one of those too, but I just wanted to show you something which I really love, which was a gift. It's a cup like that. You put the coffee in there, then you put it in there, you put the hot water, and then you close it up, and in minutes you have tea. I got exposed to the bidet through my culture. My dad's side of the family is Muslim, and so there's bidets in the bathrooms, and it actually really does reduce your amount of toilet paper that you're using, and there's just something so refreshing about the water, the feeling of the water down there. Okay, I won't get too much into that. Definitely look into getting a bidet. I don't believe they're that expensive. The next zero waste swap is again more of a concept, and it is transportation. Using greener ways of transporting yourself from one place to another. A bike is a really great way to get around. Another thing is carpooling, and the next thing is public transportation. So if you guys have a bus or some type of public transportation, like here in San Diego we have the Surfliner, which I always take when I'm going to LA. You can use that, and the good thing about public transportation is that you're not actually the one driving, so you can read a book or do something fun while you're going from one place to another. Composting has really changed my life. It's actually why I made a whole YouTube video on how to compost. We compost here on the farm, but even when I didn't live on the farm, I started composting at my parents' house, and now they compost, and it will save you money for your trash bills because you won't have as much trash to throw away every single week, and it will give back to the planet. So the cool thing about compost is that it actually sequesters carbon. If you live in an apartment, there are options for you that you can learn about in my how to compost video, so be sure to go check that out. And the last zero waste swap, but I'm sure not least, swap that I would like to share with you today is the drying rack. This will save you money. I'm sure you're noticing a trend here. A lot of these zero waste swaps will actually save you money. A drying rack is really great if you'd like to dry your things inside, or you live in an apartment, or you don't have a deck or a backyard. So that is my video for today. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I post weekly-ish. I know what all of you are thinking. Marina, it's been like a month since you've posted. I will get better at this. I promise. I'm sorry. I love you. And share this video with the world. Share this with your friends, your family, your pets, people who could, or animals, benefit from this video. Do the little swappity swap to live a lower waste lifestyle. I will see you guys soon.